everybody out there, this is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another MLB 16 The Show Diamond Dynasty video, and we are going diamond shopping again. If you missed the first episode last week, we got Diamond Nolan Arenado, gave you guys some gameplay. Today we're going to get a pitcher, and we're going with the San Francisco Giants' very own Madison Bumgarner, and we were lucky enough to get him to start in our first game after buying the card, so I didn't have to worry about the random pitcher selection screwing me over. And here is a gameplay with this card. Now, much like the Madison Bumgarner version of himself versus the Brewers, we're going to give up a early home run. I know he said he had the flu, but really Bum did have a bit of a bad spring, at least for his abilities. It was a little disappointing. So we do give up a home run early in the game. It took me a little bit to get comfortable with his pitches. He does have 5 pitches to work with, which is always good in this game. He has a slider, a curveball, a changeup, a 4-seam, and 2-seam fastball. And once I started getting my locations down and getting comfortable with where I was trying to go, especially with the slider and the curveball, things felt a little better. We did fall down 2-0 early in the game, but I was able to hit a lot of spots, get a lot of bats missing the baseball. And this card's really affordable, so if you are looking for a stud pitcher, you definitely want to check it out. Compared to most diamond cards, I mean, it goes without saying, even though I'm saying it, that the diamond hitters go for a little more than diamond pitchers, but he's much more on the cheap side compared to some of the other diamond pitchers in the game. So what I like to use most with him was his slider and his curveball. They were kind of similar pitches, but they broke at different angles, and I think as I was able to mix those up and change things around, it kind of fooled my opponent. Now, of course, he's going to get another home run off me here, and that kind of was the problem. I did spread around, giving up 9 hits, 2 home runs, and you see we're down now 3-0. It didn't help that my offense was anemic against him as well. He was rolling with Tyson Ross and just absolutely killing me with the changeup pitch. But versus lefties, I tried to work the bottom, inside, and outside corners. So against the lefties, it was either, you know, just trying to hit that slider and that curveball down below, right by the knees or below her. And then against righties, it was like bottom, middle, and I was able to try to backdoor the slider a couple times, mix in a couple fastballs. He got a big hit here in the gap and late in the game, but all in all, this card was pretty good for me. Ended up going, I believe, 8 innings. I'm not sure what inning we're in right now in the gameplay. Yeah, we're in the 8th inning now. Able to get out of some trouble here. Slow roller to third base. We get the out, and we move on to the bottom of the 8th. And now we're going to show you guys some offense, because right away, Peralta is going to launch one. I told you guys to pick up this card. He absolutely has great power against right-handed pitchers. Next batter, Stephen Vogt's going to go over to the right side of the field as well. Even though he's extremely slow, he was able to pick up 2 here. And we have no outs, down 3 runs with a man on second. Corey Dickerson would get walked, pinch hitting right there. And next batter up, Charlie Blackmon. He's going to go yard, and we take a 4-3 lead in the game that we've trailed the entire game. I bring in Jonathan Papelbon to try to close the door. 1, 2, 3 strikes right there on the first batter. Second batter, we're going to get a ground out over to the shortstop. And then we got one more batter. I believe it was Todd Frazier coming up here as he pinch hit Todd Frazier. And 1, 2, 3 strikes. We get the win, the impressive come from behind win. Bum had 14 strikeouts, so he was definitely working. Again, the biggest problem was the long ball, you know, surviving that and then giving up 9 hits. But if my offense was a little more productive throughout the game, maybe it wouldn't have been such a big deal. Pretty good card, though. Check it out if you got the stubs for it.